Fumble fans, what is up? Happy Friday. It's your girl, Britt Johnson, and you are tuned in to another episode of Bet On Britt. Week 15 for the football season. We are down to the final 3 weeks of the regular NFL season. It's literally gone by so fast. First of all, last week I killed it with my picks in the AFC, picking the Ravens and the Chiefs winning. However, I blew the Rams game. I mean, who knew? And let's be clear, Chris Clark actually picked the Saints game. I didn't have anything to do with that. So let's just call it a push. So going into this week, let's just place things where they are. Saints, although they clinched their division weeks ago, are currently still a wild card. We have some new teams who have been added to the clinched list. We have the Chiefs, who are now division title holders. They have clinched a division title. We have the Ravens, who have clinched a playoff berth. But that is it. So there are so many teams still fighting for, even these teams are fighting for a spot in the playoffs or a bye week or home field advantage. So there's still a lot of football to be played in these final 3 weeks. This week, I'm just seeing wins on top of wins on top of wins. Rise and shine, West Coasters. Wake up early in the morning for this morning game. If you live on the West Coast, you know the games start at 10 a.m. This game will be a 10 a.m. game. I was actually just in Hawaii. Those early games are at 8 a.m. So it is the Texans versus the Titans. Both teams are 8-5 right now. And guess what? This is going to be for first place in the AFC South. This is all on the line right now. Whoever gets this game and frankly, the next game, because guess what, guys? This is the first time in the whole entire season this team is matched up, which means in the next 3 weeks, they will meet each other twice, this week and then on week 17. So still, AFC South is anybody's game. That's why this game is so huge. The Titans right now are a 3-point favorite to win this game. If you guys have been watching the Titans the last few weeks, I mean, they're literally taking over. They averaged 37.5 points and 421.5 yards over the last 4 games. Tannehill, bro, you are killing it. He has been so hot. I'm going to say this right here. This team, the last few games, have been the best team to watch in the entire league. I said it. I know I've been all about the Ravens. The Ravens are killing it too. But this Titans team has been creeping up on everybody. And it actually sucks for the Texans defense, who is currently 27th in pass yards allowed per game in the league. Good luck going against Tannehill and his team. The Texans recently beat the Patriots, but then lost a week later to the Broncos, which means this Texans team is so inconsistent. I can't even deal with it. 1 week they're amazing, the next week they're terrible. Who knows what we're going to get, but offensively for the Texans, Watson is ready. He historically has played well against the Titans with a record of 2-1. Watson actually said earlier this week, it's a great opportunity. That's why we put in the work in the offseason. We did all things we had to do in training camp and throughout the year to put us in a position to have a great opportunity like we do. 2 great teams, 2 great franchises going at each other, and it's going to be good. Yes, this game is going to be very good. That's why I started with it. Watson has done pretty good. He's had 3,425 pass yards, 24 TDs, and 9 picks. The over-under on this game is 50. I would take the over. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Tannehill and Watson are going to come to play. Again, Titans, 3-point favorite. They will cover, and they will win this game and possibly become AFC South champs. This next game is gonna be bittersweet for me to talk about. I will give you guys a second to, just come at me, say everything you gotta say, because I know there's a lot of Cowboys haters in here, but I know there's some Cowboys lovers too. I see y'all, Cowboys Nation. Cowboys right now are 6-7. Rams are 8-5. Rams playoffs have not died yet. I was wrong last week. I thought their playoff dreams were gonna die last week when they played the Seahawks. Well, they're still fighting for it. Still don't think they're gonna make it, but they're not out of it yet. Rams have dominated against my Cowboys, winning 2 of the last 3 matchups against my team. I know it sucks. I was there at the freaking NFC playoffs last year. Thinking it's playoffs already. last year when we lost to them. It was unfortunate, but they went on to lose the Super Bowl, so whatever. My boys have 0 wins against teams with winning records this season. Yes, I know that, but also the Bills don't win against teams that have winning records either. Cowboys are actually still number 1 in the NFC East, so we still are technically going to be a 4th seed as of this week in the playoffs, but we got to keep winning because the Eagles are going to be right on our tails. Cowboys actually have some starters out defensively. We have a defensive tackle out, we have a linebacker out, and we have a safety out. That is going to hurt us tremendously. We are still actually top 10 defensively, which is surprising because our defense has been what's lost the games for us plenty of times. Our offense has been killing it. We're number 1 in passing yards. We're number 1 in total offense, but our defense has been killing us in the end. And also some other guy that's been killing us, Britt Johnson, who actually was just cut from the Cowboys this week after just making 66.7% of his field goal attempts. Now we have a new kicker in Forbath, which is, I don't know if that's going to be an upgrade. We shall see. This game is going to be a close game. Cowboys lead the league in passing and total offense, like I said, so we're good on offense. We'll see what special teams does, and we're going to see what we do defensively. The Rams are playing with a pretty full roster. They don't really have any injuries besides their tight end. Rams are actually 8 in total offense and defense in the league, so they're the top of the bunch in both offense and defense. They play really well. Their record doesn't really show how good the team actually can be. The over-under on this game is 48.5. I'm going with the over on this. This is, again, going to be like the last game, a high-scoring game. The Rams, depending on where you look at for your sports book, are a 1.5 to a 1-point favorite on the road. Originally, the Cowboys started off as the favorite, but when the Rams beat the Seahawks this week, they moved up, and now they are a favorite to win the game. This is going to be a close game. It may be by a field goal, but again, it's only a 1.5-point spread there, so I don't know if I can say this out loud. If you are a gambler and you are going to bet on this game, I would bet on the Rams. But as a diehard Cowboys fan, I am putting my money on the Dallas Cowboys. But I have to tell you guys to do what's logically the better decision, which is the Rams. But Cowboys Nation, baby. My money's on the Cowboys. Everyone else, maybe put your money on the Rams. All right, guys, it is time for Britt's Blitz. You know the drill. 60 seconds on the clock for me to break down a game. Let's do this. Steelers are 8-5. Bills are 9-4. This was my toughest game to pick for the week. James Conner returned to practice last week with limited time on the practice field. This week, he has been practicing. The Steelers are hoping he suits up for the team because their other running back, Jalen Samuels, is dealing with a groin injury, but you know what? They do have another running back, which is Snell Jr., who has actually been impressive at running back, so they should be covered. Juju Smith is not supposed to be seen this week. Bills fans, say it with me. All it takes is a win. That's right. Win one game and they claim a playoff spot. Allen had a career-low 3.7, lowest by a QB in franchise history last week, who have attempted at least 35 passes. He was sacked 6 times last week. This is a copycat league. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers will try to mimic what the Ravens did last week. Steelers better have that D. They are good in D, 5 in total defense. Low-scoring game here, and I think that the game is going to come down to the over-under is 37. Go with the under on that. Steelers 2-point favorite. Defense wins the game. Steelers are winning. Welcome to one of the best divisional games, the Bears and the Packers. It's an NFC North rivalry. These teams first met in 1921. Fun fact. Played back in week 1, Packers won 10-3. The Packers actually are currently 10-3 right now. The Bears are still in the hunt, 7-6, but it is going to take a lot for them to make it to the playoffs. Packers haven't won the division yet, though, and still have to worry about the Vikings, who are currently 9-4, but they are playing the Chargers this week. They're going to beat the Chargers this week. And then they play the Packers, and then followed by that, the Bears. So this is all up in the air still. Packers defense stinks on yards allowed per carry, currently 27th in the league, but Bears offense stinks more on yards per carry and are 30th in the league. problem with Mitch Trubisky. He never comes through when you need him. Thanks a lot for doing good against my Cowboys, you freaking punk. I needed you then. Packers are 4.5-point favorite here. Packers will win, but they will not cover the spread, so do not go with that on this game. All right, so I am completely stressed out. There are some very close games this week. We gotta make these picks and we gotta get them right because there are only 3 weeks left in this NFL season and it is still anybody's game on home field advantage, on who gets a bye week. So good luck to all of you teams, especially my Dallas Cowboys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and join the notification gang so you know when this video comes out every week and you can check it out. I'm Britt Johnson for the Fumble, and I'll see you guys next week.